Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video. And yes, it took me quite a while to shoot a new one, but things happened and the big thing called life happened, so I worked a lot and there were some decisions to be made and stuff, and some things to sort out and texts to be written, and so, well, 10 days have passed since my last video, and Donald Trump is still president-elect, but I don't want to talk about that. So if you want to hear me rant about that, click about here somewhere and you will find my latest video and stuff where I rant about the elections and what happened in the US. And what happened in between? Well, I went to a concert show of a Icelandic band, Pascal Pinon, and I was on the guest list thanks to the guys over at More Music, which were so kind to, well, put me on the list and stuff. Really enjoyed that show. Folk from Iceland, originally two sisters, like twin sisters, but what happened is that one of the sisters was ill and suffering from depression, so the other half of the band asked a friend actually on Sunday if she wanna try to learn the songs and stuff and go with her on tour, so the tour will be happening and stuff. So I saw their show on Wednesday, so there was 2 days of practicing from the both of them happening, playing together and stuff, and it was really impressive that things were falling together pretty well. Maybe not that well as in a band or in a project where people have played together for a long time, but it was pretty cute, and there were some errors and mistakes happening, and they were playing over that and making a little fun of that. So it was a pretty nice and cute attempt to play the show, and which was great, definitely. So Pascal Pinon, if you haven't heard about them, so you should check them out and check the More Music website for more great music. More Music website, more great music, you get the thing. And great music is the theme of my video today, because I'm about to shoot my chart haul for November 2K16 right now, and I'm a little late. It's 21st of November, so bear with me because things were happening, and as I said, but so let's get straight into that and into the music I like this month. And first one is a CD, Christophe Chaplin on Fabrique Records. The title is Je suis le ténébreux or whatever, so I don't speak any French, so I'm totally messing that up. So here's the CD, opens up like this, a triple fold thing. Here's the back side, and what this is pretty intense music, pretty dark, inspired by an ancient tombstone and a writing on that tombstone, and it's as dark as it looks. Pretty good. 4 tracks on here, but it's a full album, and it's a little theatrical, not in the way of being comical or something like that, or funny, but it's more pretty over exaggerated at some point, and with dark ambient noises and drones and stuff, and also a lot of intense and very expressive vocalisms on that. So this is what I mean when I tell you that it's theatrical. So good stuff on Fabrique Records. Christopher Chaplin from the UK. Je suis whatever. So if you speak any French, tell me what how the pronunciation is. I'm not trying to pronounce that correctly. I simply can't. So next one is on the Norwegian label Hubro Music again. You have seen that there's a inlay, Hubro Music. Kurzam in Fulga is the album's title by the Christian Wallenbrod Ensemble. Wallenbrod. And it's a pretty surprising one when you consider that the Hubro label is more into on the one hand into the folk genre, Norwegian folk, and on the other hand into more experimental jazz and ambient stuff. But this one actually is pretty light and pretty, well, not uplifting, but a pretty easy, lighthearted release, and more into the. But bar jazz is maybe a diminishing term, but more in the easy jazz flavors kind of, but it's a good one, and so I'm charting the and Hubo Music is always a label to check out. I got this coming in as a promo, and a lot of stuff I reviewed on my website nightsales.de, and you will also find a total overview about the records I like and I show in this video somewhere down in the description box below, so I'm gonna put a link down there. Next one comes from the label Aurel on Music. The Strange Walls Won't Last is the album title, and this is more, well, opens up like this, like a pretty thin digipack CD. This is the back. The Strange Walls Won't Last. Aurel on Music is a pretty much weird label which puts out all kinds of music, and it is like a lot of weird music and more of the left field kind. This can be described in the rough as a little post-punk, no wave, dark wave influenced, for those who like maybe Shushu and the Banshees and like Desperate Cure fans and stuff, and it's this kind of vein, and it's a good one, so I totally like it. It's not available on vinyl, unfortunately, so The Strange Walls Won't Last on CD here, coming in as a promo as well. And so did this one, yeah, Jan Werner of Mouse on Mars, with the release Felder on Thrill Jockey, on the Thrill Jockey label, and on this Thrill Jockey sister or sub-branch Viehblätter editions, I guess. It's this Viehblätter catalog. So it's here, I don't know if you can see that because of the glare happening. Totally like the cover, and these are like is a bunch of recordings, live recordings from the years 2011 till 2015, I guess, where like Jan Werner of Mouse on Mars plays live his solo stuff, kind of crowdsy on the one hand, like a little bit reminiscent of acts like Oval or the label like Alien Transistor, and some electronica stuff as well. Pretty good, and I totally love that, and I've been a fan of like Mouse on Mars since the, I don't know, 94, I guess I seen them live for the first time, so like 22 years ago, and definitely a good one on Thrill Jockey, Mouse on Mars Felder. No, not Mouse on Mars Felder, Jan Werner Felder, sorry for that. Another promo coming in comes from the Hamburg-based act Ensemble Rivera, which is a project of jahmoni. That's a guy who runs the band, like the project, and the artwork, which I really like, is made by my friend Timo Weiner, with whom I've set up a few parties and with whom I've like played and DJed for quite a while and like been in touch for a while. And the single name is Who Will Tell Us Room 13, which is a 7-inch single on black vinyl, which is taken from the actual album, the actual Ensemble Rivera album Rooms, which is out now on the Batterie Records label, which is also run by jahmoni, aka Ensemble Rivera. And what this is pretty unusual for my collection, maybe. Also jazz, a little bit of future soul, very intimate, good stuff, tender, fragile. And interestingly, they also bring in some DJ to like add some scratches, but not in the like hip hop fast and like very aggressive scratch way, but more as a additional layer, additional instrument. So pretty much interesting. Ensemble Rivera, Who Will Tell Us Room 13, taken from the album Rooms, which is out now. So good stuff here. More good stuff is coming from the True Thoughts label. Shapes in Space, compiled by Robert Lewis, and I totally love the like, I don't know, that cat, which is like a Freemason cat or whatever, like an alien cat astronaut. So here's the back, and here's the vinyl, also black vinyl, so I'm not getting that out of the sleeve because you know how black vinyl looks like. Shapes in Space is like a sequel to the annual Shapes compilation series, which I totally like because it shows the whole diversity of the True Thoughts label, which I don't follow so much anymore. Well, I'm lying because I haven't followed them that label like as a big fan for forever. So I got a few True Thoughts, like 12 inches, and also another Shapes compilation. And what I love about these and about the Shapes series, that they cover the whole spectrum of what is released on True Thoughts. So it's like a few tracks of like neo soul and like future soul and like broken beat stuff, and also one remix which is more into the juke spectrum, and like broken beat with the raga and like broken house and stuff. So all covered on one album. There are 16 tracks on here, 16, and there's like people like Dizzy remixed by DJ Manny of obviously the Tech Life crew, and there's Space Captain, Worka, Moonchild, Rodney P and DJ Die featuring Indigo Kid, and a lot of good stuff, pretty interesting. And I used to play that stuff a lot when I play at the Mojo Jazz Cafe, which I will do on 22nd of November, which is actually tomorrow, so you're gonna see that, and also on 28th of November and on December 13th. So they open like throughout the week now, and I'm gonna play a few DJ sets in there, which is like some kind of dub, some kind of neo soul, trip hop, down tempo, all that freestyle stuff, a little bit of Afrobeat maybe, and other stuff. So if you want to see what's on here, so it's like, here's a list, and I hope you can see that because there is a lamp in the corner. And well, appreciate the cat. Cats are always about to be appreciated on YouTube and on the internet as well. Next one you've seen already. So it's just a short cover show, Black Manual Mordendo remixed. I've said quite a bit about this 12-inch when I did the unboxing video, which you will find here as well somewhere. And musically it's like what I expected, kind of. So it's like dark ambient, and on the one hand, and a lot of ritual drumming, Kandabia drumming and sequence and stuff. So interesting one. The album is still my favorite, the Mordendo album, which I've also shown in the like unboxing video, but actually a good 12-inch limited to I guess 300 maybe on the label like Portals Editions, the catalog number 5, and also do appreciate the glitch for a reason. Next one I've reviewed as well. I received the CD as a promo, but I totally fell in love with that album musically, so I had to get this as well on vinyl. Katie Gately color on the Triangle label, so it's still in the shrink, so the sticker is on here, but I don't know if you can see that. This cover is not really black, but it's more like a well, collage of dark colors. It's not like that you can feel a 3D thing here, but it looks like that there's like several layers of things glued together. And this is the back, it's a full track list. I hope you can see that. Katie Gately colors, a little well art school influenced indie stuff. She works with a lot of found sounds and sings on top of that, and a little bit Björk-esque maybe, and the art school post-punk mixture. Here's also here's a Triangle label and the track list again on the sleeve, and the vinyl as well. Beautiful black 33 RPM vinyl, 7 tracks on here, catalog number 38 of the Triangle label. And there's also a poster in here, I guess. So I guess I'm opening that up, or like unfolding that. It's a big one, so I'm not sure if you can see that. I haven't opened that as beforehand because I totally like when there's stuff in records, and also like when there's big booklets and CDs and stuff, but usually I don't open them up and like go through them. So here it seems like here's all the lyrics on one big poster as a like art object or whatever you might call it. So this is a nice addition, but not essential for me in terms of having the album, because I'm more like a listener to music and not like a guy who is like totally into all the little gimmicks in the albums and stuff. So there goes this. Yeah, and what is interesting about Katie Gately, which I think I want to mention, is that she builds all her beats and stuff off found sounds. So it's not the usual indie post-punk stuff you might be used to, kind of. So pretty interesting on the Triangle label. And finally, the Bug. We got the Bug. Like one of my favorite grime artists, and like worked in Speedhall as well with Rico Dan. Here's the track Iceman, and on the other hand there's TEE with The Box. I totally love that darkish album artwork as well, and the trippy eye. It's released on the Ninja Tune label. Ninja Tune or Big Dada? Ninja Tune, I guess, this time. Yep, on Ninja Tune. And the one track, The Box, is like pretty much decent grime, so not that hard and aggressive and bass heavy as the Bug used to be, but pretty good, pretty nice lyrics, and also nice artwork. And I totally love the inner sleeve with the Bug logo all over the place here. And on the other side we got the Iceman featuring Rico Dan, which is one of the best grime MCs, I guess, and this one is pretty doom and like heavy dub influenced brutal grime stuff. And so this is definitely one for me, because I've been loving grime ever since, and like the best era in my opinion was like 2004 to 2006, and a lot of stuff of that can be found on my Instagram as well. So if nowadays there's a grime track that like really is grabbing me by the balls, it must be like dark and aggressive and very hard hitting. So this is one for me, and definitely this is the final record to show for my chart haul, like for November 2K16. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen, and I hope you like leave me a thumbs up and like subscribe to this channel, and follow me on social media and whatever, and leave me comments and thoughts, and let me know what your favorite records are for like this month or like forever, your all-time favorites. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. See you later.